So we are Monday the 17th of June, it is, yeah. Now I'm just with Red Claire here and I'm rubbing her back because I want her to stand quiet for motherless May there to drink her. This lady is the milkiest cow now. She has a tendency to go to her daughter over there. So she is rearing a small little calf and she's only a heifer. She's not as milky as her mother. So I'm going to try and, anytime I'm here, encourage this lady to stand quietly, which she does. And hopefully now she will accept the two of them without her having to hide like that. Now, a subject I've been avoiding, I put up a video yesterday about our spooky crew, but the subject I've been avoiding is our blue cow here. In my video 2 days ago, well, Jasper, how are you getting on? I know I'm very close to your cow, but don't worry, she'll be there for you whenever she's ready. Anyhow, our blue Roni heifer has died. Now, I did record a bit of it, but what has happened is I was busy. I wasn't paying as close attention maybe as I should have, but she was 100% in the last video, or 2 videos ago, and within 24 hours she was lying flat out dead in the ground. Now, what I have done is on advice of my regenerative friends, I brought her down to the lab in Athlone, and I'm waiting on an autopsy result to see what killed her. I do believe it was a coxy bug that she got, but why did she go down so quick? And I've seen it before, coxy, and the calves normally kind of, you would notice on them for a while before they get sick and you get a chance to intervene, but this lady didn't give me a chance at all. She was that way in 2 videos ago. She was up sucking, running around with the cow, and the next morning I noticed her. The next morning I noticed her lying out and the cow wasn't sucked. And I intervened. I gave her, what did I give her? Activated charcoal. I gave her a dose for coxy, and I gave her a shot of Metacam, which is an anti-inflammatory and I think an antibiotic as well. So I came back down for that evening. I gave her electrolytes, and the next morning she was lying flat out dead. So that is the carry on. Now I'll stop this video now and I'll show you what I had met and where I went with her. So we're now June the 13th, Thursday, and I'm coming in here and I'm not in great form, to be honest with you. I have my trailer on, and I'm debating on whether I should even film this, but for some reason our calf belonging to the blue cow has died. I've never seen a calf go downhill as quick. She was 100% in the last video I made. I noticed she had a bit of a scour the day after. I went into my vet, I got everything I needed. I gave it to her yesterday. And she was dead this morning. Now, we've had a lot of rain after coming through this morning, so I'm only getting in here now. But this is what I found this morning. The 14th of June, the next day. Now, I was actually on my way to the knackery with my calf, but I have been speaking to friends and it's all a bit strange. I don't understand why it happened. So I have decided that I'm going to bring the calf down to Athlone into the lab and have an autopsy done to see what's going on. I want to know where I'm going wrong and why my calf died. So yeah, so that's what I'm at now at the minute. Yeah, will keep you posted on what the results are. I've never done this before, but I'm going to try and, if I'm going to do this trial, if I'm going to do this system, if I'm going to farm this way, I need to get all the information I can possibly get so I can make decisions in the future. So the calves were not vaccinated for anything. They were never housed. I only dose on demand. So I don't know what's the carry on. So I'm going to go down and see what the lab says about our calf. To be perfectly fine, to have a touch of a scour. I gave the calf charcoal, an anti-inflammatory and a dose for coxy, and within 24 hours the calf is dead. So you would expect a calf that had scour to fail a little bit maybe first, but this lady wasn't failing. All I noticed was that she was sucking away grand, and then a day later the cow was given out because she had a full bag of milk and the calf was not nursing. So that's when I noticed. And slow for getting up, staggery, but still getting up and walking around. And then that evening not getting up at all. I gave him electrolytes that evening, and we then have no calf. Now I'm getting a phone call now here, so I better hang up. So that's the carry on, I'll let you know. So we're now on the way home from the lab. Yeah, very simple procedure. Literally just arrive at the door, and once you've all your appointments made, you just leave your calf off and they take them in. And hopefully now what's next after that is if they get any kind of results, they'll let the vets know, and the vets will get on to me. So yeah, so we're on the way home. Here is my little Susie. She's my little terrier. She is a Jack Russell crossed with a German Hunt. You'll notice now that she has, Susie, say hello. Notice that she has a child's rattler on her. And the idea of the child's rattler is she has a tendency to chase my hens, and the birds now know that when they hear that rattly sound that Susie is on the prowl. So yeah, that's the carry on there. So anyhow, a little light note in the middle of all this feckin' calf dying and carry on. So we'll get back to you very shortly with results as soon as we get them. So that was the situation. I found myself in when I came down the next morning, and I have, as you saw, brought her to the lab, and I have no results got yet, or no phone call got yet, but I'm look at that now. I was depressed there for a couple of days about it, and I made my last video about the, I can't think of the name, I'm going to have to change that name, the Spooky Crew, that's right, yeah. So it has me just overthinking, so I have to redouble my efforts, I think, and keep a tight eye on these cattle. And the funny thing is, I started out with short horns and I introduced Galloways. The Galloways have given me zero trouble. Out from Bjog there, refusing this calf. The Galloways have turned out to be super hardy. As you can see, even Bjog the Tramp, her calf, has turned out to be the most resilient, resourceful calf I've ever had. So this is her, where is it? Her sister is here as well, I think. There's Bjog's daughter from last year. Is that right? Who's actually a nicer heifer than Moore's. This is Belty Moore. This is her calf from last year. Bjog's calf from last year is a nicer calf. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to bull her this year, and I'm going to keep on to motherless May. And yeah, I suppose I'm very upset I lost my heifer calf, because she was a lovely heifer calf. But I'm putting it down to this lady. This lady, well, I don't know what I'm putting it down to, but this is the backstory of this one. This lady was the only heifer I dosed as a weanling. She came under pressure this year. She looked a bit fluky. She was a bit queer after calving, and I had to give her antibiotics. So I've intervened twice with this lady so far, and I have a feeling that this lady didn't produce enough antibodies in her beestons, her colostrum, to pass through to her calf. So her calf was doing okay, she was doing well, she was thriving. She turned out to have enough milk after we intervened, but I don't think she had enough antibodies to pass on to her calf. So yeah, that is the story. So this lady, unfortunately, is going to go, I suppose, even though I wasn't going to get rid of this outfit. But now I think I have to just do it cold hard. So all my blue family are gone. I think so, yeah. So a little scan through the rest of the cattle. Everything else is going well. All my belties are thriving mad. They're definitely starting to pull away. Out from the only short-term family I'm having real good, I'm losing my vocabulary, success with, I suppose, is Davy's heifer. Davy's heifer, Davy's daughter, and this lady as well. So these are going to be two super cows for the future. These are the sort ones I'm going to concentrate on. Lead cow's daughter's family are doing really well as well. The blues have just failed. On every generation they have failed. Even though that's a lovely bullock. Out of that lady last year, her first calf. But they have failed this experiment, so they're now gone. That is the carry on. My little short turn here is doing very well too. Her little calf, where is she? There she is at the back. She's a small calf. She's not going to be amazingly big, but she's doing fine. Yeah, so that is the carry on with the herd at the minute. I will leave it at that. I moved them in on this. They haven't been here since the first cow calved, which was over there. So that was the middle of April. So April, May, June, middle of June. So on that note, I will leave it. I think Belty mowers and calf are in season today, so we'll see, we'll follow that one up. So for now I will say good luck and goodbye.